Share out to the places, and we'll get started in just a second. Okay, there. 1, 2, 7, 17, 64, 27, 89. Alright. That's a good song. Body just like you. Hey, USG. Welcome in. Bruce, how's it going? Just like you. Alright, we're getting the game going. Sorry, I'm running late today. I had all those 5 a.m. meetings this week, and I just was wiped out, and I had to catch up on some sleep. So, unfortunately, that happened today. Play. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Hold on. Jumping into the Roadcraft screen. Check it out. Playtime 24 hours. I've been playing this for 24 hours now. That's pretty insane, actually. All right. So we have to figure out how to get over to the other side of the bridge. I don't know how to get over to the other side of the bridge. I don't know how. It's like a mystery. I've completed the quests. I've completed the missions. Am I just supposed to like bonk the bridge to open it up? I don't know. We'll figure it out today. Hot. Like, am I just supposed to drive up to the bridge and just bonk it? Oh wait, my HUD is still off. Repair the river lock and open the way forward. What do you mean repair it? Oh, that's right. I had to make a route. I forgot about the route. Welcome in, David. And USG, if I didn't say hi already, I think I did. Bruce, thank you for coming in. And we need to create a route over to the building that was near the place. Don't you love how precise I am? The building that was over near the place. Super precise. Look at my beautiful road that we made last time. If you missed, I missed, what was it, Thursday's stream? We are on Sojourn now. And on Sojourn, we have unlocked the first part of the map, but not the whole map. We've done a few missions to get things going. We did a little bit of work off stream just to give ourselves a little bit of buffer, I guess. I'll explain that in a second as soon as I'm done painstakingly drawing this route. Now I'm on keyboard and mouse, and we still have problems with my keyboard, like detecting the fact that I'm using it. It's actually a Roadcraft bug because it doesn't happen in any other game. But the other things we did to unlock where we are, so this is Sojourn, what we've seen so far. We have some like side missions to go exploring. We can maybe do that today. We had to build this road right here, but this is kind of annoying to have to go around this building and then over this road, so I just built a bridge. I have to deliver one more piece of concrete here. I found a whole bunch of concrete over here, that was like up here in this construction zone. And so I have trucks and stuff here because I was carting the concrete across the map. Not that far. To here. I did find out that this vehicle is actually very good at transporting concrete because it has the dual axles on the back. So you can get like I've done 6 slabs of concrete in the bed here. You can't do 2 stacks for some reason, just because it's the way it's set up. But if you do 1 stack, 6 high, it's really stable. This thing's super stable. So that's cool. And then after we did that, we got over to this side, and then we unlocked the construction depot, right? Which we needed to have electricity because I'm on this page. And we had to run electricity from the power station to both the concrete facility and the construction depot. And we unlocked the construction depot, and then we built this road right here, and that's where we finished off. In the meantime, I built this bridge going down into the pit here, and I've started putting in sand at the bottom of the pit for no reason other than I want to be able to get to these concrete slabs here, or concrete, like, what do you want to call it? Trash? Demitris? What's that word? Ditris? Like, destruction. The concrete destruction that's here, 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 and here. I want to be able to pick that stuff up and bring it up to the concrete plant for recycling. So I got a bunch of construction vehicles down here working on that. But right now we are working on this objective, which is the route heading over here. It looks like we have we have the kind of crappy construction vehicles that I don't like. But lots of concrete trucks? That's kind of strange. Okay, cool. But yeah, overall, that's what we've done so far. And our next quest is, once this thing completes, I think this will open and we'll get to go to the second part of the map. So that's cool. Welcome in. Hey, Dust Bunny, how's it going? I'm having a great Saturday so far. And now I get to play my game with you guys for a little bit and make it even better. Oh, what does that do? Goal complete. Oh, and there's a lock. Ooh, that's pretty cool. This is a lock.
Maybe I was a bit too optimistic when I promised more exciting things. Still, they are new, so they can't be all that bad, right? In fact, the harbor base is so new it needs fuel to function, so you'll have to drive a tanker there. Oh, and while you're at it, take the scenic route along the coast and check out the port and the Blue Water Yacht Club's pier. If they're still there, we'll use them later to deliver stuff.
Cool. All right, well, we did it. We got some new objectives. Next operating base, the harbor. That's pretty far. So I'm going to put that, I'll turn that on. And we get to explore. Actually, exploring is one of my favorite parts in this game. I do like all the road construction stuff. But one of my favorite parts in any game, really, is the exploring and unlocking part. Boom. I like the exploring and unlocking. That makes me happy. Just to be able to see stuff, and I love being able, like, I don't get me wrong, fog of wars are cool, but I love being able to uncover the fog of war. That makes me happy. I used to play, not super years ago, not like 20 years ago, but more like 5-10 years ago. I used to play Minecraft, especially when my daughter was younger. When she was like 4 or 5, she started playing Minecraft, maybe 5 or 6 maybe. And we used to play together, and I used to spend all my time just exploring and creating like these really super complex multi-stage maps of everything around us and getting to all the cool places and whatnot. I used to love doing that. And like any game that I play, I'm never happy of just, okay, I've uncovered the fog of war along this road. I'm never happy with that. I'll always like go off-roading so I can get rid of all the clouds. I want to get rid of all of them that I can get to. That's always my goal. We're supposed to deliver a vehicle over here. All right. Keyboard's messing up again. Is there a vehicle here? Oh, we can go just deliver. Let's just go deliver this thing. Yeah. Some games, the fog of war is a pain in the butt. I had one game, I forget what it was, but the fog of war, like, the only way to keep the fog of war open was to put down bases or have troops in that area, but otherwise it would close back up. I don't remember what game it was. There's a couple games that have worked that way. I hated those games. Because like when I see the whole map, I want to see the whole map. And Icarus is like that too when we were playing Icarus, where it had a fog of war. And you had to unlock the fog of war to see the other parts of the base. But once you see everything, then it's somewhat easy to route around things or figure out where you're supposed to go. No, USG. No, not really. We played Minecraft for years and we got pretty deep into it, and you know, we played multiplayer and stuff like that, and I think she'll go back every once in a while to check out new updates, like the new zones or the new areas or whatnot, and so she'll load up an old save and, you know, go and check out the new things when they release new features. But not really. She's into like Project Sakai, and she's playing Animal Crossing again right now, and some other stuff. I don't know, she plays more of the modern games. I love messing with the AI drivers. Yeah, like MMOs, I can see having a fog of war and it making sense because you have to explore, and they want you to explore.
Nothing like an apocalyptic desert wasteland to get your imagination going, right? But don't get too carried away. You're there to get rid of the apocalyptic and wasteland parts, and maybe sign autographs for the grateful populace. But that's optional.
Okay, Kelly, thanks. But yeah, like I think I haven't played an MMO in years, but maybe 10, 15 years since I played an MMO. But when we did play the MMO, I was just like I do for you guys see me do for all these games. I get super into them. I want to learn everything, do everything. But they take a lot of time. Yeah, I have to have the whole map uncovered. If there's part of the fog of war that's still there that is blocking me from seeing something, I'm very angry. I'm not going to the right place. I was supposed to take a left there. I'll go in here and turn around maybe. Who needs a fence anyways? The fences in this game are like they're like the street signs in Farm Sim, where you just knock them down. I don't think they come back up though. I think that once you knock them down, they're permanent. I got to this place. That doesn't look like a yacht club to me. Where's the yachts? Oh, this is a storage facility. Well, I got there. And I got credit for it, so. Yoink. Oi. Oi. Well, I didn't make that. It's kind of weird to be exploring in a big rig towing a water tanker. Or a fuel tanker. I think it's a fuel tanker. Hey, Waylon. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Sorry I missed you come in. One cool effect that this game has, you can kind of see it more in cab. You can kind of see it more out of cab, actually. There's like in the distance, you see like the power lines. I don't know if you can see that on the stream, but you have like this place has this like heat, the rising heat kind of visual thing that like everything is kind of like wavy because it's so hot, which is pretty cool. I know I'm going to get like 2/3 of the way there, and there's going to be a point of the road where I'm not going to be able to get through. Where am I going? Probably over there to that building. Cool. Oil derricks. That's cool. You know, we haven't seen in 25 yet. No one has brought oil derricks into 25 yet. We had them for 2022 in a couple maps, but no one brought oil derricks into 25 yet. Yeah, I knew it. There's going to be something that blocked me from getting in. Oh, I have my scout here. We need the thing for the scout. We'll bring the scout over. And Yahtzee. Objective complete. We now have a harbor base. Sweet. All right. Select a vehicle to continue. Oh, okay. I'll tell you guys a funny story while I drive over there again. So I'm playing my Judith Plains series. And we did the stream and stuff like that. We'll do another one. And so I ended up having to replay all of everything I did on stream. Because I realized that I had a bug in the map that was causing the windrows to be all funky. You guys saw the funky windrows, right? Yeehaw! Send it. There we go. Anyways, so I had to rebuild the map. I had to restart, and it was annoying. Right? How do I detach? Oh, there. And so I was playing it again, and I'm realizing, okay, well, I need a forage wagon. I have a forage wagon, but I don't really have a tractor that's really good at pulling it. So I started pulling it with the quad track, and I was like, meh, this quad track's super slow. It's kind of boring. So I needed to find something else that was not a quad track. So I was looking around at the mods that I downloaded. No big deal. Found a bunch. I have a bunch of mods that are already downloaded. I tried them out.
That was fun, comparatively speaking. Now for the more mundane stuff.
Oh my gosh, look at this thing.
First item on the list is fixing a damaged radio tower. Nothing too complex there. Just deliver a crate of spare parts from the supply depot and you're done. Next is tidying up the driveways leading to the port. The final thing is a bit more involved. We'll need to get the steel pipes facility working at full capacity. They need some replacement electric motors for their equipment, which you can deliver easily enough. Oh, and then you'll need to guide our trucks with new equipment to the same facility. Sounds straightforward enough, don't it?
Look at all this. Look at all this right here. I'll call it concrete's in the way. I just look at that and I'm like, oh, look at all the concrete I can collect and deliver. Oh, goodness. We have so much stuff to do. Nice. All right, I love it. I love it. Oh, you edited to make smaller? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll have to check those steel derricks out first. Thank you very much. Anyway, so I found a mod that I liked in my collection of mods that I had downloaded for that playthrough. I'm trying to do like an international harvester, international Case IH kind of playthrough. I found one that I really liked, and overall, it was okay. It drove well. It had good acceleration. They'd configured the engine pretty well, but it had a ton of bugs. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I spent a little bit of time fixing the bugs. And so I started fixing the bugs. And there's a bunch of warnings in the log, a bunch of errors, a bunch of like mismatched elements, a bunch of elements not found, yada yada yada. You can kind of maybe see where this is going, right? Clear area of objects. So those are easy ones to do. Then I have to get into the crane, I think. All right, I'll clear. I'll be doing something while I'm talking. Anyways, so I started editing this thing. And I got it, and I spent like maybe 10 hours. Literally 10 hours editing this thing. Getting it to a point that I was happy with how it looked. I fixed it so that all of the things were TNG. I fixed it so that all of the like it was completely colorable. It looked awesome when you colored it and made it all black, because of course it has to be all black. Okay. The controls are like backwards. I think I'm supposed to be this way. So I edited it, got it all working, and I'm like, oh, nice. And then I started working on the lights. I've never done lights before, and so I had to learn how lights work in FS whatever 25 we're in. Detach. Yoink. Not that one. Yeah, but lights are kind of a pain in the butt, so I was working on the lights for a while. And I'm like, you know what? I need to work on something else. The lights are kind of annoying me. And so I was like, okay, well, let's just make sure that the connection hoses work, right? Because that's usually the next thing you check. And so I checked the connection hoses. And then I just dead stop. I checked the connection hoses and it just completely stopped me. Because this thing, whoever had made this mod, so you could connect stuff to it. So if you connect to like the pin hitch, it's kind of like a quad track, but not really. It's sort of a quad track, whatever. But it has a pin hitch, which is fine. I have no problems with pin hitches. Right? But where am I going to put these? There's like no good place to stack these. I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do here. So the pin hitch works. I was happy. It connected. It looked right. No problem. But this is one of those ones that has like the rear bar kind of 3-point hitch, which goes up like this, kind of like the John Deere 9R or the 9R. And so I'm not gonna be able to get to that one, am I? Damn it. All right. And so I connect like a cultivator to it, like a regular 3-point cultivator. And sure enough, it connects. And I was like, oh, cool, it connects. And then I looked at it, and then I got angry and shut off my computer. Literally. I was like, oh my goodness. So they had like, whoever had edited this thing. Come on. Come on. I'm going to stack you right here. Out of the way. Whoever had edited it had, when they did the conversion from 22 to 25, they had exported like the rear end, because it's like it's a wiggle. What are they called? An articulated tractor, a wiggle tractor or whatever you want to call it. They had made it so that the articulated end was completely fixed in space. So like the rear end of the thing, like the back end and the 3-point hitch, like all of the pieces that are supposed to move for the 3-point hitch, no, they don't move. They're completely fixed in space. So when you like raise or lower the 3-point, it raises and lowers, it works. But the visual for it, the actual hitch itself, just stays in place. It looks horrible. Like, incredibly horrible. It's so bad. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And so now I don't know what to do. Because at this point, I've put like 15 hours into it. I don't want to lose all the work that I did. Right? But I want to use it. I added custom tire configs. I added freaking, like, the way they had done it, they had set it up with like really big tires. And that vehicle is not really, like, the axles are not set up for really big tires. So I had to make portal axles. Like, I literally made portal axles in GE. If you don't know what a portal axle is, you can look it up. But essentially, a portal axle is like an axle, another axle lower down, and then a gearbox in between, right? And they're sort of they're gear driven. And one of the most popular vehicles, which is no surprise to you that I know that it has portal axles, is the Unimog, because I'm a Unimog fanatic. And the Unimog has portal axles, which is how I know about them. Which is why the Unimog has such great ground clearance, is because it has portal axles. It's one of the only vehicles, not the only, but one of the only vehicles in the off-road market that has portal axles. And it's one of the things that makes the Unimog special, one of the things that makes it awesome. Anyways, so I made portal axles for this thing. It took me well over an hour to make them. And they look awesome. And it looks legit. It's just this like big honk. It's like this tractor that's just on steroids because I have put like LSWs on it and stuff and all these things. But I can't get over the fact that the stupid 3-point link doesn't work. And so now I'm stuck with this dilemma, right? Because I want to use this thing. It's a cool looking vehicle. Make me happy to use it. I put a lot of work and effort into it. But I'm going to have to go into Blender to fix it. And I don't want to go into Blender. I don't even know how to use Blender very well. But the only way to fix it is to go into Blender. So annoying. Look at me fixing their stacks. I'm good at this. Yoink. Except if I was a crane operator, I would never just drop crates. I would put them down gently, but I ain't care. Drop. Am I gonna be able to fit that in there? Did I do it good enough to actually get this in there? Nope. I didn't stack for myself good enough. I don't think that there's like an inch of space. Oh. No. Nope. It's so not going to go in there. And this thing won't lift it up any higher. They didn't leave much gap here, folks. So now I don't know what to do. Because I really want to use the dang tractor. But I don't want to rebuild an entire 3-point hitch in Blender. That just does not sound fun. Especially considering I don't know how to use Blender very well. I mean, I can do basic stuff, but nothing like what this thing needs. So I haven't decided whether I'm actually going to work on it. I'm sure I will, but I haven't decided, technically. But I think if I do, I'll edit the model and just remove the 3-point link that they have. The one that they put in there. And once I'm done editing it, I'll just remove, like just delete. And then I'll pull a working one from a Giants model and then just do the little bit of XML work it would take to merge the two together. That way at least I get a working 3-point hitch where I don't have to actually, because if you don't know, 3-point hitches are super complex because of all the joints that are in them. And doing joints of any kind in Farm Sim is just freaking annoying. See, I sent the current copy of it. I have the current copy of it on my Dropbox. If anyone is interested in helping me out and wants to rebuild 3-point for me, let me know. I'll send you a copy of it, or I'll send you the link to the model. But that was the rest of my my Thursday. There's nowhere to put this one. Guess I'll put it over here. But this one's in the way too. There. All right, we cleared that zone. There's a big, like, there needs to be a ramp right there from this thing to that thing so you can get through. There isn't one. All right, we did that zone. Look at that. Beautiful. All cleared. Oh, I have to clear this one too. I need a crane. To clear this, I would need a crane. Alright, what else is there to do? I don't want to drive a crane all the way out here. Actually, no, it's not that far. We can do a crane. Let's get a crane to clean that one out first. The one thing about this game that I don't like is these rusty vehicles. You keep them. I want to sell them. I don't want to have to keep this in my inventory. Maybe I want 2 cranes, but I want them to be painted my color scheme, or maybe 2 different color scheme, have 2 teams of construction equipment. But I can't do that. Move. Nope, not there. Not there. Don't move there. That's in my way too. What are you doing? Obviously the parking brake is not on. How do I get over there? So the crane is one of the few vehicles that has the power to push or lift up these huge pipes. It's like the only thing that has enough power in the game. I mean, the dump trucks, or sorry, the bulldozer ones sort of have enough power. The crane's the only one with the true power. No, that's not where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go to the next area, I guess. Kind of the way what I've been noticing about how this game works is usually the clear something will always unlock more things to do. So if I want a big list of things to do that I can get done on a stream or something like that, clearing first makes sense. And I'll have to go get the... So you don't want to do a deliver thing before you do a clear thing, because inevitably plotting a route or doing a delivery is going to run you past the area that needs to be cleared. Right? That's just inevitable. It's just how the game logic works. Alright, time to clear this area. Boop. I mean, either these people are not very good at stacking containers, or containers are suddenly don't have enough weight to them so that they can get blown over by a storm. Because I don't think containers are going to get blown over by a storm. I mean, it's just my opinion, but... Maybe I should move all of them to TNF. Let's try that. Why can't I see? Good enough.
Hey, look at that pile of pipes. I wish we could somehow help the port get rid of them, just to make the place clean and all. Definitely not in any way related to any recycling bonuses whatsoever.
Yeah, don't worry. I will recycle every single one of them, but I have to get them out of the way for now. To recycle these would take forever, and I don't have the steel pipes facility working yet, so... Shut up, Kelly. Alright, let's do that. I'm going to change my controls. I know it's going to frustrate me for the day, but I'm going to change them. Because they're all different. I hate that. Legacy crane actions. What does this mean? So this one, I'm going to do T and G. Of course it is. It's the same action. Wind up the winch, T. Unwind the winch, G. Wind up, unwind T and G. Why they freaking have it as two different things doesn't make sense. So it's always TG, hopefully. For now. Until they change it for somebody else. Alright. Okay. Connect. I will recycle all of these. I'm obsessed with recycling this game. I love recycling. I don't know why. It's just like they gave it to me. I'm not going to waste it. Nope, not that way. Nope, you're going the wrong way. Nope. Son of a... There we go. Okay. Give me the next one. This one. Just rolling it to the right out of the zone. And I wonder if they'll let me stack them. You know what we could do? I got an idea. Wrong button. Wrong button. What we'll do, because physics, we're going to take a forklift. Why are you not rotating? Come on, rotate already. We're going to take this forklift. Put this forklift right here. So those pipes can't roll. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to pretend that it works. Hey, Zach. Welcome in. We are having fun on Sojourn today. We're trying to get our mind wrapped around the weird crane controls in this game. And I'm stacking some pipes. And we just remapped our crane controls, so now they're messing with us, of course. Hey, look, it let me stack it. Nice. And of course, we'll sell everything here at some point. But for now, we're just going to stack it up, get out of the way. Because these pipes are so big that you can fit them into a truck, but you can only do one at a time. Unless, I wonder if like these pipes, you could do them in one of the logging trucks. Like, you'd have to lift them into the logging truck with this crane, but I wonder if the logging truck could handle the weight. We'll have to try that out. Just because of the way the logging truck's designed, it might be able to hold more than one pipe. Look at my amazing crane skills, huh? I'm actually getting pretty good at the crane. Like, I know what the game wants. Nice. 13 stars, which I think is your leveling system. There we go. Look at that, stacked neatly. Fantastic. Alright, I'm going to leave that crane here. Leave it idling because that's the way this game works. Definitely need a ramp right here. Let's go here. We're going to move concrete by ramming into it. Just kidding. I'll recycle all this concrete. Bring it over to the concrete plant. Because I'm the recycling master. No, my OCD doesn't let me leave stuff unrecycled. I mean, it's free money. I did the same thing in Snowrunner. In Snowrunner, I went around and collected every single free trailer and brought them back to the depot or whatever. Oh my gosh. All right, so we have a main power substation. We have to replace pipes, which means we need to make pipes. We have to create plot a route from the steel pipes facility to the port. Actually, we can probably do that now. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. I've been waiting for somebody just like you. And then we're going to go boop. No. Actually, let's go with that. L. We're gonna come over quick early, and then we're gonna sneak through this little gap here. I'm gonna back on the road. We're gonna come over here. Go this way. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Boop, 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 boop. And then we'll do a big U-turn for them because they love U-turns. So that they can drive into the garage straight. See, nice big U-turn for them. This is helping me to restore the steel pipes production, which I haven't even gone to yet. So while that's happening, I'm only a little bit concerned about that little piece sticking out right there, which we can fix. Let's fix it. How are we going to fix it? We're going to come over here to this dude. And we're going to say recover to the harbor base. Cool. See, this guy works pretty well. He doesn't go super fast, and he has the worst turning radius ever, but his weight capacity is pretty high. And if I stack things inside this bed appropriately, I could probably get a few big concrete objects in the bed of this thing to recycle. The real winner for recycling concrete, though, is the DLC dump truck, the crayfish. Even though it goes slow, it goes about the same speed as this thing. Because it's so heavy, it does a really great job it's a really great vehicle for moving concrete. And so I will load those things up like crazy. And you can't strap it down, which is the weird thing. But it doesn't matter that it's not strapped down in the dump truck because the tracks, it can hold so much weight. All right, put that guy there. We'll get our crane. He's just sitting there waiting for a good job. Where are all the trucks that are supposed to be driving there? Oh, there they are. I'm just like looking around this map, and there's so much stuff to recycle. It makes me want to make a recycling facility for Farm Sim. There was a map that a while back, a couple maps that had recycling, but I don't think recycling makes sense in Farm Sim until you have cranes or something to to pick stuff up, because pallet forks are just not that great. But like, you can have all these cans and stuff like that, or you just have them be liftable, I guess. That works too. See, that thing's out of the way. I might get that later. Why can't I get the big thing? There we go, finally. I'm like cycling through all the things, trying to get this big, like, honkin'... I think it's actually a bad position for the crane. This thing. What happens when I put this into the bed of the truck? I don't know. That's not what I wanted to happen. Right there. Nope. Sure. That's good enough. I don't know if that's going to work. I can pretend it'll work. Can't pick up that one. I told you I'd do it. I'm back to hitting the old controls. Nope. Sure. I really want that one that's sticking out. That one right there. There we go. Nope, I have to get this one first. We'll see how this truck does, like super loaded up with a ton of concrete. I don't think it's going to do very well, but you know, we can hope. And Yahtzee. Why does it always go to the wrong one? I'm right above it. Just click onto the thing. No, I missed it. I have to go back. I wish you could cycle backwards. Instead, you have to go back through the 700,000 objects you can collect. And hope that you remember this time. No. Wrong way. No. Oh, what are you doing? Okay. That thing is so gonna fall out when we're done. This one? That looks like a refrigerator. That's not concrete. This is concrete. Whoop, whoop, nope. No, you're gonna go where I tell you. Yes. Score. Sure. I will deal with the metal recycling later. No, can't get that one. I can get this one. I'm so overloading this thing. But we have to, like, we have to see the capacity, right? No. No. Stay. All right. Oh, I can get that. This is a recipe for disaster. I know it. That's the best part. I actually like that. I'm excited. I can't wait for this thing to just epic fail, and I'll have to pick it up later. Okay. We have successfully... Actually, let me get those train car things. Move those to the side. Oh, I just missed it. I have to go all the way around again. There we go. All right. cleared up most of it. Now the question is, is that vehicle going to even be able to move? I mean, I know the crayfish can do it. I mean, the crayfish would totally be able to take that load. The one benefit that vehicle has is that vehicle has straps. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I have to test it. I mean, just because it's a released game doesn't mean they don't need game testers. It's actually pretty stable, so I don't know. You guys tell me in chat, what do you think? What are the chances of that being able to deliver with that thing successfully? Hopefully this isn't in the way. I'm in the way? Yep, totally in the way. I was trying to figure out how to get the crane over here without being in the way. I was unsuccessful. There's a piece of metal on the ground here that I'm getting stuck on. %. Oh, wow. Thanks, Bruce. All right, here we go. Strap it up. Let's see what happens. Now to do a 10-point turn because this thing has the worst turning radius ever. Oh, there's a road over here. I mean, we're not just full of concrete. We're still exploring. So let's... I mean, does this road connect to stuff? Yeah, it totally connects. It just has a sand dune in the way. Okay, I probably shouldn't go that way because there's a sand dune in the way. I do have a lot of concrete on me. Well, I don't have a choice with this thing going slow and easy. This is as fast as it goes when you're reversing. It's very slow. All right, let's see if I can make it. See? I mean, the back end is down a little bit. It's on the suspension a little bit. That's a huge amount of concrete. That's like 6, maybe 7 slabs of concrete. And that's what I was saying earlier. This thing will take 6 slabs of concrete, no problem. So it can also take 6 slabs worth of concrete. Detrius? What is that word that I keep thinking of? I want to use that word. Detrius? Demitris? Can't think of the word. But when I say slow and easy, this is full speed. Like this thing doesn't go fast. But it's look at how it's built. Like even you see it tilting there a little bit. Like it's because of the super wide tires and super wide stance and the fact that it has an articulated front end, that means that it doesn't tilt when you turn. Like because the front end is separated from the back end, it means that the back end isn't affected by steering. I can't even make it around a turn in the road because it's the steering, the turn radius is so bad. All right. I think I have to go right at this intersection. So I'm going to start turning right early. Yeah, see, even if it's tilting a little bit, it corrects itself pretty easily. I think this is my new favorite concrete transport. Especially for this type of work where you're going a really long distance and driving the crayfish this distance would kind of suck. The other benefit of this vehicle, because it has straps, is if I load this vehicle onto the back of the Zix transporter and then recover the Zix transporter, this will come with it with all the stuff in it. Whereas the crayfish thing wouldn't do that. It wouldn't bring all the stuff in the back because it's not strapped down. But this game treats anything that's strapped down as something that's going to come with you. So I think it would actually come with all of the stuff in the back end if I loaded this thing onto the transporter. Other than turn radius issues, I haven't had any issues with this thing transporting this long distance. No problem. I could probably turn that route off, but I bet I've gotten all the rewards by this point. Whoa, whoa. Dude. What are you doing? Yeah, let me get out of your way. Ha! You failed, sucker. I don't care. That route was, like, totally already done. It was just running for the sake of it. This turn is going to be a little tough. Oh, no, not too bad. You could build a bridge from here to there. That would be kind of cool, going across that whole thing. Actually, I wonder if you can. Can you build a bridge from right here? Bridge. Wide concrete bridge. Could you build a bridge from right here to right here? You totally could. Look at that. It wouldn't be that bad of an idea. But I actually think a bridge from this road might be a better idea. So a bridge from here to here, like across the top. That would probably be a good idea. Or even like that right there would probably be a great idea. Right? Right? Because then you don't have to, you can just go down this road and go across. And it's a much shorter route. I'll leave it there. Maybe I'll build it. I mean, I have enough recycled concrete.
It's a nice change of pace to see a place that's not falling apart here. I guess even sinkholes know better than to open under supply depots. Or they like taller structures.
What are you talking about?
Built radio tower that got swallowed by one. That's why they had to reactivate the old one, which we need to fix. But sometimes there's no fixing the old things. And it's better just to let it go. Let's hope that's not the case this time.
So I have 14. So I had 14 in the here. Now I have 21. So that was 7 concrete slabs worth of trash. So not bad. You know, not bad overall. And I don't have to drive back. I can just do this. Yoink. Because I can warp back and forth by going to the base, that makes it not super painful. But I have a feeling we're going to be doing that route across the desert a lot. Just because, you know, if we want to recycle stuff, there's a lot of metal to be recycled over there on that side of the base or on that side of the map. And, or like all these forklifts. We could sell all the forklifts. So eventually we'll clear that out. I'm not going to do it right now. We're going to go do something else. Go unlock something else. But there's a lot more concrete here to get. And I'm just going to park in the same position. And that's good right there. Okay, what are we going to do now? We have to get to that point. Where's this guy? We have to go explore. Come on. So we got 7 more slabs in storage, which is great. The concrete recycling is pretty lucrative here. Well, it's not lucrative at all. You get a lot of concrete for the trash basically, which allows me to build lots of bridges, which is basically the only purpose for having lots of concrete. Is you get to build lots of bridges. Okay, we got to the steel pipes facility. Why is that highlighted and I can't get to it? Yeah, I know. Oh, track. Is tracked. Bring objects to the zone. Deliver electric motors to the steel pipes facility. Okay. Where am I going to find electric motors? Where are they? Oh. They're up in this area. That sounds like a job for the mule. Okay, infrastructure. Yoink. Here. We're going to steal the mule from wherever he is. And then we're going to deploy it. Alright. We're going to go explore and find the things. Oh, no, those are just places to explore. This is where we need to go. There's 3 of them, which means this is not the right vehicle. Not the right vehicle. Let's get the right vehicle. Harbor base. We need this guy. Deploy. We'll have to drive the mule over there also to use the crane, but these are really nice looking oil derricks. Like they did a good job. Yeah. You know, in my mind, like, what's the point in putting an oil derrick on a map that isn't moving? Or that you can't repair and get moving? Like why, you know, even like from the like farm sim mechanics, right? Like, if I'm going to have a production facility that has an oil derrick, I'm going to want it turned, when it's turned off, I'm going to want the oil derrick not moving. But when I turn it on, which I should be able to do, I want to see it moving. Or let's say it's broken and it's a construction site and you have to deliver, I don't know, you have to deliver steel rolls to fix it or something like that. You know, that makes sense.
I'm not sure that us borrowing these motors was arranged with the owners beforehand. Still, we're only doing this to save the entire region.
They're actually small.
Properly compensated down the line. I'm almost sure.
All right, let's go over here and let's get another vehicle. Oh, did I cut you off, lady? I'm sorry. Were you talking?
Win for everyone involved. Plus, they're not using these at the moment anyway.
This crane vehicle is actually not a bad vehicle. It's relatively quick, like on the road. If you're driving on a road, if you get stuck in mud, it's not fun. But on a road, it's actually not bad. It's the fastest moving vehicle that's a crane. It's actually faster than the mule, I think. But as soon as you like have a keyboard that doesn't work very well, you know, it's constantly turning itself off. But it also has a super tight turning radius because of the way the articulation works. Yeah, bring a pipe and grease, exactly. You know, and have facilities that you'd make to make a pipe and make grease. And then once you fix it, it works. Or you make a product called an oil shaft, which looks like the head of the derrick, and you can produce it and you can recycle it or whatever, and then you have to deliver it there. Like, all of that stuff could work in Farm Sim World. Farm Sim World. In the world of Farm Sim. Yoink. Parking space. Bip, 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 bip. I totally could have done this in the mule. Oh well. It's good enough. Actually, it's not good enough. I don't accept that. Much better. And since I'm going to the steel facility, what I'll do is I will bring some steel stuff to recycle while I'm here with a crane, right? And a big trailer. That makes sense, right? Like, collect some steel barrels and stuff. Right? Switch this vehicle back up a little bit. And strap this cargo. One cool thing if you're collecting things for recycling that I've figured out so far, that is a tip for anyone who's curious. is that if you're collecting things for recycling, if it's strapped down, you won't. When you cycle through targets, it won't see anything that's strapped down, which is pretty handy if you have a trailer that has 22 forklifts in it. Right? See, like how when I'm cycling targets, and the only target I get is the truck and that one motor. So I'm not getting the other targets, which is super handy when you have a lot of targets. All right, let's look around here and see if there's anything to recycle. Infrastructure. Blue. I'm looking for blue. There's some good stuff there. Those are just barrels. I mean, we can do barrels all day long, but it'll take a while. This one has some bigger things. I'll go over here. Those motors are heavy. Look at the way this thing is rocking. It's rocking pretty hard. Okay. It does back up a little slowly, though. I'll give the naysayers that. Okay, that's not really a good spot. All right. Let's pick up some stuff. That we can recycle. Because we're bringing our steel pipes facility back online, and we need steel pipes. And all I see right here is a huge bed, an empty bed of a trailer. I can't let it go. I have to fill it. That's a refrigerator. So we can recycle the refrigerator. Perfect. And just so I don't keep seeing those, I can do this. I can switch back to here, redo the straps, and then the thing that's already there will not only not fall out, but I won't actually see it when I cycle through things. Right? I'm gonna pull this truck forward. That? Sure. I knew that was going to happen. No, I want this train thing that's I'm literally right on top of. I want that. Damn it, I missed it. Got stuck underneath. Again. Good enough. Good enough. These things are actually pretty annoying to load, but they recycle for good money, so they're just awkward. Concrete, concrete, concrete. Concrete, not concrete. An old steel bathtub. Which in this game is surprisingly heavy. I imagine they were surprisingly heavy in real life too. Recycle all the things. Nope. We'll get the concrete later, I guess. That's what I want. Can this fit right here? I think so. Nice. Nope. Nope. I want the fridge and I want the other pair of railroad. What is that? Oh, it's another bathtub. The only downside with the recycling stuff that I've found is that there's a bunch of stuff like the bathtub that doesn't have interior space, if that makes any sense. Like, I can't have this bathtub and have it strapped down and put a barrel inside it. It's kind of a bummer. Like, its three-dimensional space when you're packing it is not the same. Aw. This is in the way. It's a little bit of a bummer, but not a huge deal. I'll put this up here. Right about there. No, don't fall off. Okay, good. Okay, give me those train wheels. Those are not train wheels. Now that I've uncovered the train wheels, I should be able to get them. And right there. Now this truck will not handle the load very well. It never does. So we have to be careful about that. What is this? Oh, another bathtub. Just to be safe, we haven't done this in a while. Alright, might as well get these couple barrels that are here. Just get all of the metal all at once, right? I don't even know how many, very many to go. There we go. Where can I sneak this thing? Right about there. Right in there. Close enough. I don't know if I'm gonna get close enough to that oil drum. Oh, I got it. Why is this so entertaining to me? It's like a packing game. How much stuff can I pack into a truck? Oh, I didn't even see that metal thing over there. This one. That one. Right there. Yep. If it fits, it ships, exactly. And the rest is all concrete, I think. Where is it? I gotta find another place for this. This is falling out. That's good enough. All right. We have so much stuff here. Hey Lisa, welcome in. Rob, welcome in. How's it going, guys? Sorry I missed your chat. I was really focusing on loading this truck. Now that is a well-loaded truck from my perspective. And now the trick is to get it back to base and back to the iron pipe recycling facility to not only deliver the first 3 things to the front, which are the important pieces, to the iron facility to unlock it. But the rest is, you know, all of the recycling that we're doing to make steel pipes. Because we need steel pipes for a couple more missions, which we'll do next time. But I think I'm actually at the... It's been almost 2 hours. An hour and a half. I started at 10:30. So hopefully we'll get here. We'll finish up the steel pipes facility. And then we'll probably call it for the day. I got some other stuff to do today. But yeah, that's a good load. I'm very proud of that very nicely organized load of recycled materials. And then we can, maybe off stream, I can load this thing up with forklifts and sell some forklifts. Even though I don't need money, we have plenty of money. We're going to need to sell some forklifts because we're obsessively need to do that. Hold on 1 second. I've heard this song like 6 times now. This one. Oh, that's why. I picked the wrong category. Make a screenshot of my fork stick. I will. I will see how many forklifts I can get into my truck. I know that's a thing for people. I've been seeing lots of those on like Reddit and stuff like that, where people are posting screenshots of how many forklifts they were able to stack on one trailer. That's totally a thing. Perfect timing. The guy went by right in perfect timing for me. Hey, Model Houseman, welcome in. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. There's a whole bunch of people watching right now. Thank you guys for watching. You know, this is just one of those kind of games that lends to my OCD and also gives me lots of stuff to do. Strap cargo, please. Thank you. Okay, and then this is... Oh, and I'm already parked in the zone. And this is the recycling zone. So how many do you think we're going to get? So how many steel pipes do you think all this stuff is? Because I'm guessing around 10. That's my guess. What do you guys think? Yeah, don't forget to hit that like and sub button. All right, let's unstrap. How much do we get? Yoink. And we got 10. I was right. Woohoo. 10. So stacking all that stuff is worth it. I'll actually bring the big rig over here to also stack all of this metal too with the crane here. Objectives. Repair the whoa. That zoomed me pretty fast. The radio track. Transport the container materials from the construction depot to that location. Okay, we'll do that one last and then we'll head out. That's a mule task. That's a recover the mule task. Countryside base. See, that's what I do too, Lisa. Like, I go into a channel and I hit that like button and then I say hello. I'm like, even if I don't say hello, if I'm going into a friend's, especially a friend or someone I follow, if I'm going into their stream, the first thing I do is hit that like button. I almost feel like there's a time to like timer that YouTube is tracking, that the faster people like when they go into a stream, the more popular they think that stream is, and so they're going to push it more. Like, if I was YouTube, I would track the time to like the time between joining a stream and hitting that like button the same time, the first time. Like, okay, what's that time? Okay, well, if 50% of the people watching have hit the like button within 30 seconds of joining, then this must be a popular stream. I'm going to push it to more people, right? Like, that makes sense. From I'm a software developer at YouTube, not really because they didn't want to hire me, kind of perspective. It still makes me smile to this day, by the way, that all of the community features that you have on your YouTube channel, for those of you who are content creators, the community tab, the posts tab, the threads that now let you interact on the community tab, all of those things, yeah, I gave them all of those ideas. Whether they were my ideas uniquely or not, I don't know. I gave those ideas to YouTube 10 years ago in an interview, because they gave me an interview and they made the mistake of asking, "Oh, you're a content creator. Okay, what would you change?" And I was like, "Oh, well, now we're talking. This. You need to actually double down on community, because it's the community that drives streamers and helps them only use YouTube as a platform. It's the community. You need all these features." And I told them all these features. And they've added every single one of them, which is nice. It's nice to know that I like to think, it probably wasn't this way at all, but I like to think that it was my idea and that I'm the one who made it happen. And I'm going to believe that till the end of my days, because it makes me happy. All right, crane mode. Oh, this package is kind of small. It's not like a normal size box. It's like a smaller box. Makes it easier. 6, 5, 4, 3. All right, where's this going? Where am I going? Going somewhere. I'm going... What? No, explore the radio tower. I have it. It is tracked. I have to deliver it over here by the karst. What? The karst collapse? Oh, that looks like a fun area. All the trash in FS? No, I didn't interview with Giants. They don't want to interview me. I don't speak German, so they don't want to interview me. I have applied, though. But they're like, oh, no, we don't hire in the U.S. Bleh. So. But yeah, I was happy to see that they actually added one of the final things that I had said in that interview years ago. They added it recently. It just came out in beta. There's going to be a new thing where before community posts you couldn't respond to community posts just like you can respond to comments. You can just see people's comments. But now they're putting out in beta right now. It's not out to everyone right yet, but I think I got enabled for it a couple days ago, where you can actually respond and have conversations in threads that are spawned from community posts, just like you can in the comments section, which is pretty cool. How do I get there? To get to this radio tower, I'm assuming I have to go up this road right here. Okay. No, I don't. I wouldn't say that they're afraid of me. But I think that and I don't know if this is true, but my feeling, again, my feelings, is that Giants doesn't like being told when they're wrong. Or they don't like people pointing out problems. Like, they don't, especially when someone like myself tells them how to fix it. Like, they don't like that. They're not willing. So whenever I point out something for Giants, whenever I report a bug, it's constructive criticism. This doesn't work, and it doesn't work because of this. This is how you fix it. Like the economy, right? I've mentioned the economy multiple times on this stream. Like, the economy is still busted. And it's because they forgot to do something. Not because they didn't think about it, because they forgot to finish a task. They started building in the ability for, prices to go up and down like this when you change levels. But instead, when you change from easy to hard, the price changes like this, straight up and down, where instead of like this, which is what should happen, like this is normal, easy, hard, right? That's how it should go. But what they have now is normal, easy, hard. Like, it doesn't make sense. That the sell prices and buy prices should both go up. How do I get here? Oh, there's a road here. No, that goes to the castle. Take a left up here, maybe? One thing I've heard a lot of people complain about is this right here. Is because the sand flattening tools don't work to flatten the sand that blows over the road. Which doesn't make sense at all. But it does make sense from the game perspective, because the sand that's over the road is not sand, it's dirt. And your sand flattening tools only affect sand that you dump. I don't agree with it, but that's how the game logic works. Hey, Brennan, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Dust Bunny. How do I make the game better? Yeah, I just want the game to be better. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for a lot. Okay, so I officially have to go overland now, because the road, quote unquote, that I was on is no longer a road. It's a big, like, sinkhole. So for me to get to where I need to go, which is that radio tower up there, I'm going to have to figure out a route. I'm going to guess that this road over here, I can kind of see a road on the other side of these derricks. I mean, the mule makes an okay exploring vehicle, but not a great one. It's slow. I think I'm supposed to go up here. It's my guess. If it doesn't work... Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, mule. You can do it. This is totally not the way. I'm just doing this all for nothing. Okay, I've uncovered... Hold on. Parking brake. I've uncovered the fog. Have I uncovered the fog enough to see how to get up to this radio tower? There's a road here. So maybe over here by these derricks. Okay, this is not the way. We're not Mandalorian, where we just say this is the way. That was totally an oil derrick that exploded. I think that's what they're trying to like show there, that there was an oil derrick there and it totally exploded. And the ones around it are not working. You notice that? They're all stopped. That looks like an oil derrick that exploded. Yeah, I don't want to tip over because I've come all the way here with this load of whatever I need to deliver. Okay, how do I get up to this tower? Okay, here, here. Oh, I think I've got to go here, like this. Okay. Well, it's all because of the fog of war, so I'm just trying to clear the fog of war. Just gonna take the train tracks. I can drive on the train tracks, right? Yep. By the way, these things are super cool. This sinkhole thing, we have to explore it in a minute. Or we'll explore it next time. It's one of the quests. It's just a tree. You can push it over. Don't tip over, please. No, you're going to get beached on that. I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah, see, there's kind of a road-ish thing here. Yeah. Yeah. Don't fall. Don't roll. Don't tip over. Yoink. All right. Yoink. Yoink. I love how I can just drop it into place. And we've completed the radio tower. She didn't come in to tell me something. The lady, the suit lady, or whatever her name is, Karen. All right, well, we got explore the sinkholes in the port. So these are sinkholes. Okay, we're gonna have to go explore these things. We'll do that next time, I think. We're gonna have to run power at some point from here all the way from here all the way to here. That's a long way to run power, but whatever. We'll do that next time. And I might actually complete these 2 bridges. This one's almost done with all the concrete that I'm recycling. This one will be nice because then we can just kind of come around here. Doot, yoink. And then this thing right here can be recycled. And actually it's good money for recycling it for iron or whatever it's called, steel. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. This map's fun. It's visually stunning. I think that's one of the things I like about these maps is they're very visually nice to see, nice to look at. They're detailed. It's really cool. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. I know I was a little bit of a later stream. I hope to see other people in your streams. Don't forget, I do have a Discord channel. So for anyone who is new or hasn't been here before, but Lisa, feel free. I don't think you're over here, but I do have a Discord channel, and I post all of the gameplays, and I have discussion channels. If you want to learn more about Roadcraft, you have questions about Farm Sim, feel free to jump in and join. And I always post when I go live. If you guys do want to see when I go live, the easiest way to do that is I always post on Twitter right before I go live. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, that's cool. Other than that, I'll catch everyone later. Have a great day. Bye bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.